story, Chichari.
Yeah, steady man.
Wagwan, my brother.
Yeah, good brother, man.
Yeah. It's always good to chill with a brother.
Yeah,
with a little brother and family.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to, people say family is those that you're born with, but family, you find family, in the world.
Yeah.
And I call you a family.
Family is the people you meet.
Yeah.
You meet in usual life, and people that are useful to you, people see you beneficial, useful to them, and they are useful to you too. Yeah, and man. People who love you in general. Yeah. Because family is a very wide word. It's not only blood,
Yeah. So in this broadcast, it's I told you about this.
Yeah.
It's called Here's My Story. What's your story?
Yeah.
But as people that we both know our stories. But I'm gonna tell you my story in a short way. I was born in the ghetto, from a single mother. And in Kampala.
Yeah.
And maybe other people, they don't know what Kampala is. The suffering and the pain. Sometimes we relate on, I was born in Bidyogo, but the pain in Kampala and the pain in Bidyogo is not the same. But you all go through pain.
Yeah.
So I was born in Namuongo, and I ended up being an artist. Music, it's like the suffering and the pain made me, do music. And up to now, it's music. So, what's your story?
Yeah. My story, it kind of connects to your story, but in a different way. Because me, I got my father and my mother. My dad was a soldier, and eventually when he dropped out of the army, he became a DJ. So he was more into music. And back in the days, I was born in Uganda, Kampala too. So when we moved, because my dad was a refugee in Uganda.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was a refugee. So then we had to come back in the country. So within that process, when they come back in the war, then after he was out of the army, so he started another career as a DJ, and I had to come with my mama too. So that's how I grew up. Like I was around, music was around me.
So that means your dad.
Yes,
your dad,
my dad, because my dad was a DJ, and all the friends were musicians, artists. Yeah. There's a group, it was called Family Squad.
Yeah.
Holy Jadov.
Yeah.
I remember my dad was so influential in shows. So, and we were around him, so we could get easily the inspirations from him and his work, because he used to take us to when he's going to work.
Yeah.
He used to take us from back way in Uganda, because I even have a photo. Me and my dad, he had gone to DJ somewhere in Uganda. The place is called Nankulabye, near Nicodemus' place. I don't know if you know the place. Yeah. So
I've heard of it.
Yes. Yeah. So my dad was a DJ there.
So he used to take you.
Yes. Yeah. He used
that's
to.
That's the OG way.
Yes, please.
Like taking your kid.
Yeah. So, and then when we reached here, that's how I came interested in music, because there were so many CDs, many tapes. By that time, there were cassettes, because it was 90s. Yeah. So I could hear instrumentals, dancehall, reggae, and that's how I picked up the interest in music. That's how I became a musician. Yeah, but still, that's the lifestyle. I mean, I coped up I was influenced by my dad being part of the music industry, being a DJ. That's how I was inspired to be an artist.
So in this broadcast, Here's my story.
Yeah.
What's your story? Agree, disagree.
Okay.
The things that I agree that you don't agree with, and the things that you agree with that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
And it's okay. But it's the reason to why we do that is because we learn from that.
Yeah.
Maybe for now you cannot agree, but tomorrow you agree. Oh, this is what he meant. So,
Probably.
in your story, do you believe that your dad was? Do you agree that your dad was mentoring you to become an artist, or you disagree?
Was meant to do what?
Your dad was mentoring you, was making you to be a musician because he saw you, he saw it in you as a child, that you loved music. Do you agree or disagree?
No, I think he inspired me. I think what he was doing inspired me as a child by that time, because I loved what I was seeing.
Then why would he take you to the music scene?
Yeah, I think he loved me so much. I could do that to my child too.
Yeah.
If I had a child, I would take my kids to my workplace too.
How many kids? How many kids?
The reason why he did that.
How many kids are you?
We are 6. The reason why he did that, I believe, is because he was proud of what he was doing. Because when you're proud of what you're doing, then you even get your kids to see, your family to see.
So he inspired you?
Yeah, he inspired me.
Okay, so
yeah.
What can you ask someone who's listening to this podcast? What can you tell them, that child that you were? There's a child who's following the father in this moment.
Yeah.
What can you tell them?
I think this has nothing. I think this is something. It's a personal decision.
Yeah.
Because I cannot tell that kid to decide to do what the father does.
What can you advise?
What I can advise is like every soul is created in a different way, and like we are not all musicians at my place, at my home.
Yeah.
Some are comedians, and some are marketing managers. Some are event organizers. You understand? Like I believe everybody got that pressure that push him towards what his soul likes or what he likes.
That's right.
Yeah, I think everybody should listen to that inner peace in him or her.
The spirit, what you love.
What the spirit loves.
Yeah.
That's what you should follow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I think it should be.
So in your story, when you as Sintex,
yeah,
because you're one of the artists that I respect in the last 10 years. There's so many, but you're one of them.
Thank you.
And because I've seen how much you've fought,
yeah,
and I respect that. About you don't give up.
Yeah.
And if anyone is listening and you think Sintex is gonna give up, good luck. But what makes you fight for the music?
I think what makes me fight, it's because it's who I am. I cannot run away from who I am. That's what I am.
I agree.
That's what I'm meant to be. No matter position I'll be having, that's what I'm meant to be. Whoever will discover who I am, whoever will see me, he will see me. So there's nothing like to discourage me, because I embrace life like it is. And
you're true yourself.
Yeah, and I embrace my true self.
Yeah.
Like I am who I am. I never change. You understand? Like
respect to that.
Because I explained to you my story.
Yeah.
My backbone.
Yeah.
Is arts.
Yeah.
And my category of arts is music. So that's what I have. And that's what I got to fight for. Because everything I want to do, whether to speak for people, whether to do what I want to do, what I got, the weapon I got is music.
Beautiful.
So nobody can take away my weapon. Because if they take away my weapon, then who am I going to be? I fight for my weapon. That's why all the time you see me, I fight for this thing. And yeah, we keep moving.
So as Sintex,
yeah,
I want you to kind of ask me a question. Not because I'm your big brother.
Yeah.
You know, but ask me a question on behalf of the legends. Like, be straight. Because this is agree, disagree. Yeah. What kind of a question would you ask me?
The question I would like to ask you.
Yes.
Like you told me, you're a musician too.
Yes.
Right? What thing can you really sacrifice for what you chose? Like, because music is what you chose. Yeah. Like, and I know, like, as life moves on, sometimes we meet ends that makes you have decisions, whereby those decisions might even include like putting music aside. Like, what do you think that can really make you like put music down and you become a different person, you don't sing anymore?
You know, with me, I kind of did it in 2013. I gave up on music and I went into acting. But I got into depression.
Oh, you had depression.
So it was money.
Okay.
Yeah, it was money that made me, I was like, well, there's no money in music.
Okay.
As an independent artist. But after almost 3 years, I went through depression and stress. And I was like, you know what? I got to go back home. And to me, home was music. And, you know, as musicians, still we look like, you know, the society, the culture.
Okay.
Still, you know, they haven't accepted us fully as normal people. You know?
Okay.
But deep inside, we're building them. So I had to understand that people don't have to accept you.
Yeah.
They don't have to believe in you, but do what you believe in and do what you love. So there's nothing that I can sacrifice for music.
So there's nothing
because
at all.
Music is where I am.
Oh, that's so great.
If I go away from music, I've done it. I've sacrificed it. You know, I'm a father. I'm a father of two. And I had to attend, first I had to attend to my kids. I couldn't do shows. One day you'll be a father, so you experience that. But I suffered. So you have to have a balance. But you have to put music. I had to put music first. And then I had to serve the rest. So anyways, now, funny questions. Beans and Bugatti.
Being what?
Eating beans by itself. Yeah, eating beans by themselves. And eating Bugatti. Yeah? Only Bugatti, it's you know, that cassava. What would you eat? By itself, you don't mix it.
You can't eat maize flour alone. It will choke you.
No, so what do you eat? What do you eat?
You eat beans, of course.
Then you have to cheat and get some ugali.
Because I mean by that, you've asked me like maybe they've given you only ugali or they give you only beans. You got to choose.
Now you know you're not a food person. Okay. What's the funny story that you've ever seen that you can share?
A funny story I've ever seen that I can share.
That you've been told or you've had?
That I've had or I've been told.
Yeah.
There's this person that my grandfather.
Yeah.
No, the brother to my grandmother.
Yeah.
He was called Kajujiro, and he one time, because we had an outside toilet.
Yeah.
You understand? So now everybody could go in the toilet. So you know these African toilets.
Yeah.
When many people visit the toilet, it gets full.
Yeah.
You understand? So now we had this method that we got to put a padlock on the toilet, so that not every passenger passing by could go in. You understand? Doing what? Protecting it from being full in a short time, so that we could have to dig another hole. You know, African toilets, they dig holes and
latrines.
Yeah. So my grandfather said, you know what? You guys, you're not serious. You got to be putting on a padlock so that people can't come to enter in the toilet anyhow they want. Because otherwise, we're not going to use the toilet for a long time. And now my grandfather, the brother to my grandmother, Kajujiro, he said, he once asked me a question when we were sitting under the tree listening to a radio. That, but son, you guys, you always put a padlock on that toilet. But I never seen anything that you kept there in that toilet that somebody can come to steal. Why do you have to put a toilet? Why do you have to put a padlock? You think somebody's going to come and steal those pieces inside? And logically, he was right, because nobody's going to come to steal the feces, you understand? Because he didn't understand the logic that our grandfather also too had another reason that made sense. That if people kept on visiting, it could come full in a short time. But he also had sense, because he said, there's nothing to steal here. Do you think, because there is no money inside, there is no tables inside, there is nothing inside. So is there anybody interested in coming to take the you understand? That's the funny story I know from my brother or my grandmother, that I keep on, when I remember that for sure. I keep remembering that he was a funny man.
My funny story it's too short. My funny story is like when I think I was 7. My dad told me, I think he owed someone some money. So they came looking for him, and he was hiding. And they came and said, they asked me, "Hey, can you go and call your dad?" And I said, yes. But he had told me, because I told him he's not, no, he told me first, go and tell these guys that I'm not here. So I ran so fast. And I told them, Dad said he's not here. And I went back to him, and he's like, "Are you stupid?" I'm like, "But you told me that I should tell them that you're not here." That's what I told them. So he went. He went and told them. He was like, "I don't have your money. Can you give me some more days?"
Oh, imagine. Those are the stories looks kind of the stories of the landlords. Sometimes, in Africa, landlords, when they knock, the person, when the landlord comes, you got to hide inside. So now the landlord came, and there was this family. Now, the man, it was an unlucky day that the landlord this time knocked when the man is inside the house with the wife. You understand? So now they made a little thing, like a simple meeting, to confuse the landlord. A man told the wife that, you know what, you go open the curtains after opening the door and tell him that I went to I went in safari. I went up country. I will come back next week.
Yeah.
So now the guy, he went under the bed. You know these beds where you go inside and they are short. So the guy was tall and the feet were outside. So the landlord opened up the curtains and said, okay, where is Akiki?
You have to be
that
fast
man,
with the story.
Akiki, when he went up countries, now he's not around. Hey, so he forget his feet because the feet were outside.
That's
So
the
I
end of
forgot
our
the
story
feet.
today. Let's
Yeah.
let's stop it from there.
Yeah, I know, man.
We have to say that story again.
Akiki!
Thank you so much for coming. You know, we
Yeah.
appreciate you on a podcast of What's Your Story? Here's My Story.
All right.
Because, you know, people love to listen to stories and they learn from stories.
All right.
You know, so thank you so much and hope you'll come back again.
Yeah, I'll be around anytime.
Yeah. God bless.
God bless you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.